One, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakar Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles of the great millstone, to the men that taught me this truth through the inspiration and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, and also giving salutations, of course, to the Akim worldwide that furthered this ministry and that are influenced by the same spirit. And shalom to the brothers that support us on the side, and as well as even the sisters as well. Now I just want to get into this article here because I want to get into another article next. But starting with this, Dave Chapelle was it was declared that he was doing his comedic stand-up on Netflix, and some random man came on stage and pretty much rushed him, and the bodyguards responded with the same violence towards that individual that came on stage. So beginning with the head title, as this reads, Dave Chapelle attacked by man with replica gun at LA Comedy Festival. The comedian Dave Chapelle was attacked during a performance in LA, according to witnesses, and video of the incident posted online. Footage showed someone running on stage and tackling Chapelle during his performance at the Netflix is a Joke festival at Hollywood Bowl on Tuesday night. The incident took place as the comedian was closing the show. And thanking earlier performers, including Chris Rock, Leslie Jones, and Jon Stewart. Chapelle, 48, was apparently unharmed and returned to the stage to finish his set, joking to the audience that the attacker was a trans man, a reference to the uproar of his comments about gender had caused in the trans community. According to Brianna Sachs, a journalist from BuzzFeed News who tweeted about the incident, several security guards punched and kicked the attacker. Video later showed an unidentified man with a badly injured arm being put in an ambulance. And it goes as far as to read, Sachs said that the Hollywood actor Jamie Foxx went on stage after the incident looking absolutely shocked, and that the musician Mos Def and Talib Kweli performed as vehicles from the LA Police Department arrived behind the stage. So the first thing that comes to my mind is this a stage scenario? Now, can I say that like it's the truth? No, I can't, because we don't know that. As of yet, it hasn't come out that that's the case. Because something had recently happened between Will Smith and as well as Chris Rock. When Chris Rock was doing his comedy, Will Smith walked on stage and slapped him. And it was found out, as time does, time has a way of telling the truth, that that was a staged scenario. So could this be a staged scenario to misdirect the minds of many as to what's really going on? Or could it be that Esau is promoting this narrative that Jake is just wild out here? We don't really know, but we'll find out in due time as to why this happened. And it just goes to show you that no matter how much you make it in this world, you could be a kind person among many people. You could make it in this world and this and that and the third, but yet you're still going to go through, troubles in this world, especially if you're a so-called Negro in this world, an Israelite man that's, out there handling your business, whether it includes you working or whether it includes you being a celebrity, and you're doing your job. You're always going to come across something. All right. You're going to have a bad experience in this world, man. And and as far as I will say, among our people, they've sold their soul to get away from the curses, but yet the curses are still lingering with them, as it is written in the scriptures that no matter where you go, the curses will follow. I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture there. It's in the book of Deuteronomy 28. All right, so maybe this was, again, a staged event that occurred, and maybe Dave didn't even know about it, or maybe he did know about it. All right. But as time does all of the telling, doesn't it? So I want to speak about something else. This is what I really want to get into, on how you have a member of parliament, which is another politician down here in the UK, which was found out watching pornography. So let's read briefly on this, and then we're going to get to the scriptures. Neil Parish formally resigned after admitting watching pornography in the Commons. In the House of Commons, as you can see, is no different than the House of Congress or the House of Committee in the United States. But this is just down here in the UK, where you have all of these people, they get together and they discuss matters and certain events that happen, especially as well as politicians. All right. So this individual, which happened to be a member of parliament, just another nigger, I have to call it what it is, because that's really what they are. And the word nigger, by the way, goes back to the original word niggard, which means a low life person, a person of low degree, a person of low degree. And that's what these Edomites are. They're people of low degree. No matter how much excellence they have, no matter how good they live, no matter how good they project themselves to be, they're just niggards. They'll always be niggards. And this is an example right here. So it reads, Neil Parish has formally resigned as an MP after admitting watching pornography in the Commons. The Treasury released a statement to say it had accepted the Conservative MP for Terryton and Honeyden's resignation. It said the Chancellor of the Exchequer has this day appointed, I believe I'm saying incorrect. The word is Counselor. The Counselor of the Exchequer has this day appointed Neil Quinton Gordon Parish to be steward and bailiff of the manor of Northstead. Appointed an MP to the position is one of the former mechanisms used to allow them to resign their office. Reports emerged last week that 2 female Tory MPs had seen a male colleague watching adult material on the Commons benches. Mr. Parish then came forward admitting he had twice watched pornography in the chamber and announced on Saturday that he would quit as MP for the Devon constituency. The former MP, who chaired the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs Select Committee, told the BBC that the first time he watched pornography in the Commons was an accident, claiming he had been looking for photographs of tractors, but he admitted the second occasion was international. And what I'm going to say is this. There's many more of these member of parliament, politicians, have you will, that watch pornography in the House of Commons. They just haven't came out and said it, which I beg to believe that, he's not the only one. He's just one out of many that admitted to the fact that that's what he was doing. And see, the world for the longest time have been looking up to these people because of their suit and tie, and they just appeared to be outstanding citizens of the world, and they just know what they're talking about, and they're just men of high degree, higher learning, but they're really base people by nature. All right. And the truth is being revealed that these people are just simply base men, as it is written in the book of Job, the 30th chapter. All right. And, you could be a base man still, even if you do live an unbased lifestyle. You could drive a beautiful car. You could live in a beautiful house or a mansion, and you could look appealing to the outside, right? People from the outside, and you may deceive people because obviously your projection is there. But at the end of the day, these devils, they know that they're lower than a snake's belly, as the saying goes. All right, and they'll always be lower than a snake's belly. And that's one of those sayings down here in the UK that people, that's one of the sayings that people down here in the UK from time to time. But yeah, that's just the bottom line. The truth is that these people are not conducive people. No matter how they look, no matter how they project themselves, they're not profitable at all. And the reason why the Lord has these people in power is to show, and I always say this, is to show us what evil and wickedness is all about and what it means to live in a based condition under this man. So that when the kingdom of heaven is set up, we can appreciate righteousness. We can appreciate order. Because under this man, there's been no order under this devil. All we've experienced in this life right now is disorder from every angle. All right, so I want to just get a scripture, and we're going to read the book of Jeremiah 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is this counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Because at once upon a time, these devils, they would do their dirt, whatever dirt it was, and they would they would do it in secret. They would do it diplomatically without people seeing the dirt. But now they're just coming out, and it's like whatever. And I don't know if it's because they're vaccinated and they ain't thinking straight, or maybe the majority of the people are vaccinated and they can just come out as they are, showing the people the truth. I don't know. But as the scripture says, what we do know, and as we can see, is that their wisdom is perishing. And according to the scriptures, the Edomites are supposed to be right now wiser than the children of light. And to a certain degree they are. But their wisdom is dwindling. Their prudency. And I want to look up the word prudent in the Hebrew. The Hebrew. So we're going to look up the word prudent. That's an inside joke. The word is ban or bine. I believe it's bine, which means to discern, understand, consider, to perceive, discern, to understand, to know with the mind, to observe, mark, give heed, to distinguish, consider. So they're not considering the wickedness that they're doing. They're not considering what they're doing, man. They're just doing as they may, and it's like they don't really care anymore. It's like I did a video on the body parts that are being sold, the organs that are being harvested and sold. And these devils actually got a website. These Amalekites literally got a website showing that they're actually selling and harvesting organs, man. Which, they got to be harvest organs, because where they get it from. And then on the website, they show you a man of color taking out his organs. They show you a man of color, which looks like he's probably from the middle. Looks like he's from some place surrounding Elam or probably in South Central America somewhere. So it's like Esau's just coming out with their truth and showing you as to who they really are without no consideration. So they're losing it. They're losing their edge. Anyway, so that's all I got to say on that. Let's go and read the book of Psalms 30 verse 3. O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave, and thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Because what's going on simultaneously, brothers, and as well as the sisters that are watching this probably, the mindset of these people are going down, and as well as our mindsets are being lifted up due to this truth. And this is why everything that they're doing or they're about to do is going to fail. Because they're no longer mentally there anymore. And a lot of these guys that are a part of the elite group, and as well as these politicians, they're all old. They're all up there in age, so they're not even thinking straight. So there you have that dilemma there. All right. But ultimately, overall, the message is quite clear as to what's going on to me and should be to y'all that are watching. on the face of the earth, that this devil is coming down little and little. But I would then say swiftly, because the days are going so quick, and a lot of things are happening quick nowadays. Another scripture, let's read this. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. And who are the rich which are sitting in low places? We are the rich which are sitting in low places. These Edomites represent folly. So the Lord is bringing them back, little and little, back to their folly. Because as it is written in the book of Job, what did Job say about him? Let's read it. Verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with my dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For the want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former times desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots for their meat. And that's what kept these devils alive. Because you can actually buy juniper roots as a herb. I mean, I forgot the benefits of juniper root, but it's kept these devils alive because they were obviously up to no good, eating flesh, human flesh, that is. And then he would eat the lice. They would take the lice from their private area and actually eat it. That's in the what's it called, man? And Arthur Koestler is in a book called The 13th Tribe, which was written by Arthur Koestler, where you had this particular tribe in Turkey. I think they were called they were called the Guz. There you go, the Guz tribe. They were called the Guz. And these were Amalekites that didn't believe in bathing. So they would wear their clothes until their clothes actually disintegrated off them. And these are the same people that are claiming to be the sons of God. That are claiming to be the Israelites. They descend from those people. So this is Job showing you and explaining on how they were in this estate. That cave dwelling estate. Among the bushes they brayed, and under the nettles they gathered together, and they were children of fools, yea, children of base men, and they were viler than the earth. And that's what the Lord has brought them down to, or bringing them down to, little and little, to their foolish ways. Is Ecclesiastes 10. Alright, so this is verse 7. I have seen servants walking upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And we are the princes that are walking as servants upon the earth. And you have the folly, which are set in great dignity, which is, again, what they represent. They represent the folly. And what makes them folly ultimately? Because they're bearing the wisdom of wickedness, which there's no wisdom to that. That's what makes them folly or fools. And there will always be fools, no matter how appealing they appear to be before the people that don't know these devils. There will always be base men. And this is not much of a surprise to me, knowing their history and knowing where they originate from anyway. All right. So there you have it. So what I'll do is, if you want to read some more of this, I'll put this in the description box, and you can check it out. Or another brother could probably do a sit down on this, because maybe they spotted something that I didn't spot. So yeah, that's all I have to say. With that, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Avakar Kwadash. And with that, I'm closing, and I say Shalom.